For joining us, you are watching the National News Desk, America's News Now. I'm Jan Jeffcoat. It is Friday, June 13th, and this morning, Israeli Defense Forces say their major operation to destroy Iran's nuclear program hit a key nuclear facility and also took out the leader of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard. We want to get right to Mark Boyle at the live desk following all the breaking details this morning. And Mark, we are finally hearing from the president as well.
We've heard from him a couple of posts this morning on Truth. We've been tracking his responses, posting all this morning here. There's one within the past hour saying 2 months ago, I gave Iran a 60-day ultimatum to make a deal. They should have done it. Today is day 61. I told them that they shouldn't. He said what to do, but they just couldn't get there. So he's trying to make this deal, but Iran's just dragging their feet. And then earlier this morning, he said, quote, Iran must make a deal before there's nothing left. Israel's Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, he says these attacks will continue for as long as necessary.
We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear weaponization program. We targeted Iran's main enrichment facility in Natanz. We targeted Iran's leading nuclear scientists working on the Iranian bomb. We also struck at the heart of Iran's ballistic missile program. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat.
Now, new this morning, the IDF says it hit dozens of sites there in Iran, including an underground command center for Iran's Revolutionary Guard. Key officials of the regime were killed. They were taken out, including the commander-in-chief of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, General Hossein Salami, who you see right there in the bottom right of your screen. Now to a live look over the Western Wall in Jerusalem. Right now, it is a state of emergency there. We're seeing that play out live this morning, 31 minutes past the hour here. Nobody is here. Normally this time of day, it is packed out there. The U.S. Embassy is directing all employees and their families to shelter in place until further notice. Here in D.C., U.S. officials say nuclear talks with Iran are scheduled for Sunday, but a big question now on if those will happen at all, given to what happened overnight. Updates as they break here at the live desk and our website, thenationaldesk.com.
Thank you, Mark. This morning, President Trump is set to meet with his national security team in the Situation Room at 11 a.m. Eastern. Before the strikes this week, the Pentagon did order evacuations of some Americans from military bases and embassies there in the Middle East. Overnight, in a statement, Secretary of State Marco Rubio wrote, Israel took unilateral action against Iran. We are not involved in strikes against Iran, and our top priority is protecting American forces in the region. Israel advised us that they believe this action was necessary for its self-defense. Let me be clear, Iran should not target U.S. interests or personnel. Markets around the world also bracing for impact from the fallout of strikes between Israel and Iran. National News Desk Satra El-Nashar joins us from Capitol Hill with more on this. So what are you hearing about oil prices, Satra?
Well, Jan, they're surging this morning. In European trading, Brent crude is up about 8% at last check. That's roughly $75 a barrel, and we're seeing about the same for West Texas Intermediate. One of the most trusted voices in consumer energy data, Gas Buddy's Patrick DeHaan, predicts American consumers will feel the impact in about 48 to 72 hours. And the national average for a gallon of gas could rise between 5 and 10 cents over the next week. And that's just based on, again, what happened last night. So the longer this goes on, the longer the disruption, the worse or more expensive those gas prices could get. As for the overall stock market, futures are down. The opening bell here is in about an hour, so we'll see what the day does. But I should note it's been a pretty strong week, so perhaps we were due for a correction. But destabilized oil prices are never a good thing. We are seeing the price of gold hit a near 2-month high. Gold is typically seen as a safe investment, a safe haven to put your money during times of stress. I'm Satra El-Nashar for the National News Desk, America's News Now.